Okay, come on, phone. Pull up chat. I'll pull up my chat. Alright, there we go. I got chat pulled up. Alright, so start it all off here. I will first be showing everybody, if you're like first starting out in this game, it's going to make you want to do the tutorials. So, I'm going to start off at the tutorials and show everybody where exactly that would be located. So in the main menu, you're going to want to be on Core Siege. You're going to click the playlist. And then you want to scroll over to training, and the tutorials will be right here. So this is where we're going to be at. I'm going to want you to do all three of these. So I'm just going to go ahead and put us in the basics, because that's where it's going to start us off.
Welcome to the first part of the Rainbow Operations Staff Training. I'm Mira, Defense Instructor of the ROS team.
And I'm Zero, Attack Instructor. We'll guide you through the basics of operations, movement.
I'm going to skip through that part. So basically, we're going to be in here.
Keep an eye on it. We'll be guiding you using pings, like the ones in your comms display. There are two types, location pings on the left, and opponent pings on the right.
Maneuver your camera to follow my ping.
Great, now walk to the target zone.
Alright, so first off, before we do anything, I would like everybody go into their options. And we're going to want to go into options here, and we're going to go into our settings. So I'm going to go over the settings and what I feel people should want to do. In my opinion, so like first off we have like the stun. So this will either be like, it'll turn your screen white when you get flashbangs, it'll turn your screen white, or you can have it to turn your screen black. So basically, if you don't want to have your screen like flashbang you, you can turn the white glare off. The tinnitus sound effect is the ringing in the ears when you're next to an explosion or something, where you get like flashbang, you have like that ringing. You can actually mute that. So I would actually recommend most people to mute that. Save y'all's hearing. And then here, the drone after prep, I recommend manual, so that when you throw a drone, you don't immediately hop on it, because if you play actual matches, people will actually immediately swing you the moment you push. Like, they'll immediately like push out and swing you if they hear you on your drone. And then audio settings. Let's see here, where is it? I'm not seeing it, huh? Dynamic range. These are basically my sound settings. Here. Alright, so now the next part is accessibility. This is where things are going to get interesting. Now, optic colors, you can pretty much run whatever you want, but most people, I would recommend running like a green, the blue, or the default red, because those are the colors that you can see better in the siege lighting, and on most maps you can see your thing a lot better. And as for team colors, what you want to do is you want to either have your team color be orange or red. You're going to want your opponent's, your enemy team color to be blue, because you want to be able to see the gadgets better. So like it will highlight enemy gadgets as a blue, so you can like see claymore lasers better and everything else, so they're not blending into like a red carpet or something. That's just what I recommend. And as for our controls, I recommend that everybody, first starting out, put their dead zone to like 5 on each thing. Like put your dead zones to 5, and then take and put your sensitivity to like 50 each. Like put all your sensitivities to like 50. And then what you're going to do is you're going to hop out and you're going to spin. And you're going to say, is this too slow? Is this too fast for me? Do I need to turn it up? Do I need to turn it down? For me, this is slow. So what I'm going to do is, like, let's say if this is too fast, I go down by 5. And go up by 5 if it's too slow. If it's too fast, go down by 5. And we spin around. And basically you just get a feel for how it looks and feels. For me, this is just what's comfortable for me. We're going to put this back up to where it is. Basically play around with that until you find your sensitivity. This just happens to be my sensitivity from my controller. Every controller is going to play a little bit differently and have a little bit of a different sense. Also, do not forget that you're going to want to put your leaning behavior to alternate. That way you can aim and then lean, and then when you come out of aim, you'll still be in that lean. It won't cancel it.
See that pinged area on the other side? You'll have to go around to continue your training. Too slow? Try sprinting.
And it'll tell you all your buttons.
Now let's get to that shooting range barrier there.
Shoot the target. Now try blazing down. Feels better, right?
Your ammo's limited. Don't waste your shots.
Reload early if you have to. Waiting till the last second.
If you do run out of ammo, switch to your backup weapon. You can't always rely on your primary one.
Switch them out.
Try your secondary weapon on this target.
Now back to your primary.
See the front? You can climb over some barriers, including this one.
I'm going to speed run through this.
Get moving to that next spot. See if you can climb that ladder.
The rooms beyond hide unseen targets. You'll need to lean to see around these tight corners.
Go to the door and lean left. Then shoot the target on the other side. Now here, get close to the window and lean right to shoot the next target.
Wow, he's just beefy. So he does a half-speed headshot.
Stop leaning and let's move on. If you need a refresher, you can check the control layout.
You're coming along nicely, Specialist.
Well, that's nice.
Let's test your endurance.
I did not know that was a thing. It'll tell you everything you need to know for everything.
Speed isn't everything. Stealth and precision will help you avoid detection.
Check this sound meter to learn how much sound your actions make. You won't have it in the field.
First, try crouching. You'll be a smaller target and make less noise.
Now, vault over this window. Vaulting can be noisy, so stay alert. If you need to, you can go...
This position can also help steady your aim and give you a situational advantage.
Try it with this target. Your next lesson is through these obstacles. Make your way to the ping.
Hold up. The target's facing away from you. If you walk up slowly, you can greatly reduce the noise you make and avoid exposing your position.
Sneak up close, and you can take out the target with a melee as you accomplish the lot. Now get to that door.
So this is a barricade. I want you to go through it.
There's a target on the other side. They're partially hidden, so aim carefully.
Go for the head.
Headshot.
One headshot is enough to eliminate any opponent.
There is a target in the room to the right, protected by bulletproof glass.
And a wooden wall next to it. You've seen these, but this one has no holes in it. Here's the trick.
Armor for added visibility can also help. Good work.
You're learning to use your environment to your advantage. Good job.
Not only can you shoot through breakable walls, but you can also break them to pass through if you have the right tools.
Your breaching hammer should do the trick here.
That breaching hammer is Sledge's unique ability.
Every operator has their own unique ability. You should learn how they function and interact.
But for now, smash that wall. It will be broken, but you won't be able to pass through the metal beams. Side note, check your compass. It indicates what room and floor you're in.
Now to you need to find a hatch. Now, down the hatch.
Your compass updates automatically
Welcome
when
on
you
in,
change
welcome on
location.
in.
Communication between teammates is essential. The compass will display pings and help you relay your location.
Apply your knowledge to break through to the next room. Ping behind the bulletproof glass.
Feel free to experiment with your unique ability, melee attack, and fireball.
Good thinking with the hammer. Take a look at this target behind the bulletproof glass.
You won't be able to get it with your firearm or melee attack. Time to learn about gadgets. All operators have these, but you can only carry one variety at a time.
In this case, you have frag grenades. Throw one above the bulletproof glass to eliminate the target.
We're almost done. Find the next hatch to go through. Time to apply your learning. Eliminate all targets. Good luck. If you need a refresher, check the control layout. We'll be there to guide you through the race.
You might be ready for your first mission. Soon.
basically after you first get all of your tutorials done, you're going to be given a certain amount of in-game currency, or what the game calls renown. And what you can do is go up here, over here, into your operators, and you can buy attackers and defenders. Now, what I would recommend most new players to pick up first would be Thatcher, Thermite, IQ is a really good operator, or Sledge for your attackers. And I would recommend getting Doc, Rook, Castle, Mute is a very good one. And I would say Bandit is also a really good one for first starting out. So that's where you go to get your operators, basically. Alright, now we're going to go, whoops. Oh, you know what, that works for me. So basically you want to go click your playlist thing again and bring up this menu here in the training. I'm going to teach you how to use each and every single one of these. Alright, I'm going to show you all the shooting range now. I'm going to teach you all how to use and utilize the shooting range. The shooting range is one of the best things you can go to practice the game, in my personal opinion.
Have a shot.
It's a great place to practice and learn recoil, practice your aim, test your guns out, see what attachments you like. So I think first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how to use this one here. So you got the target right here like this, like a bullseye. Or you can have like a person target like this. Me personally, I just tend to just use this. And you want to start off at 10 meters. But most gunfights actually take place at 10 meters. About this distance is most of your gunfights. And on rare occasions you might have one this far, and even rarer this far. But we're going to start off here. I'm going to teach y'all how to learn recoil patterns and learn how to control them. So basically what you want to do is you want to take off your barrel, because that's what helps you control your recoil, pretty much. So you just want to take off whatever's on here, you want to take that off. Grips. You want to remove your vertical grip if you have one. If your operator's gun has a vertical grip, you want to take that off. And then basically the sight and the under barrel attachment does not matter. And what you're going to do is you're going to sit here and you're going to aim in, look at the target here, and you're just going to take your hands off the thumbsticks and you're going to press your shoot button and you're just going to hold it down and you're just going to look at that recoil pattern. Alright, so the recoil pattern goes up and to the right. So what you want to do to control this is to pull down and to the left. What you want to do is you want to take your time, see, what is your struggle? Are you struggling to keep it down? Or are you struggling to keep it over? For me, I can keep it straight down, but I have a hard time keeping it horizontally over where it's supposed to be. So, say I'm struggling with the horizontal recoil aspect. The barrel I would recommend using then would be the compensator, if I'm struggling with that part of the recoil. And we'll put a compensator on there, and that just immediately improves the recoil control. So that's how you're going to practice your recoil. It's basically practice like pulling down and to the left if you're using this gun in particular, or whatever gun you're using. Just practice at 10, and then after you get used to it, put it back to like say 20, and then practice with pulling it at 20. You want to practice at 10 and 10 to really get your recoil control down. So this is basically all I really use this section for. It's basically practicing my recoil. Now over here, what you got is that you can turn it. You basically turn your target. Yeah, make it standing or crouched, and you can basically sit here and practice like this, like peeking around corners and shooting. But usually you can even put it behind cover and practice shooting through the wall on cover. So this is basically how you practice shooting through cover, pretty much. And then just reset your cover. And basically what you can do is you can practice like seeing how much damage each part does. Yeah. Alright. So like it does 28 damage for a leg shot. Anywhere on the leg. Even I think the foot. How much does the foot do? Whoops. Many shots. So basically anywhere on the leg is 28, does 28 damage. So any limb is 28 damage. And torso is 44 damage. And of course headshots are 1 kill. They're basically 1 shot. So you basically are practicing how many bullets it would take to. So it would take 4 shots to kill a 3 armor with this gun. Because 3 armors can have up to, I believe, 130 HP. So that's basically like three or four shots. I know where you hit them. So this is basically where you practice your damage. See how much damage each thing does at certain ranges. Now over here is the fun one. This is where you do your aim training. You can put your different target types for up to 120 seconds. You put headshots only, headshots not only, use cover, no cover.
Close quarter reshuffle imminent. Stand clear of action zone.
So this is like, let me show you how what this looks like. So you basically wanna basically how you can aim train here. And I can go all the way up to a sprint. So I'll basically show y'all how I aim train specifically, I guess. Go ahead and show you how I typically aim train. These are my settings for how I practice. This is how I practice tracking. You want to be able to track the red ball. So what you want to be able to do is practice just tracking the red ball. You want to be able to stay with it. You don't want to be too far ahead and you don't want to be too far behind. You want to be like right on it. I happen to have just woken up and just got on, so I'm a little bit slow. But as you can see, I'm starting to adjust and starting to track it. You want to try to track it as perfect as you can. Then I take it down to a run. I practice tracking the run. I'm going to speed this up a little bit, because there's a lot to cover. And then I go to a walk. And I'll track it from here all the way up here, and then usually I'll track it aiming back, but you do it. I do practice my tracking ADS and un-ADS.
Mirren is in the workshop for equipment evaluation.
Alright, now we want setting it at 120, small ball. You want one target, you want sprint, and you want far distance. Alright, now we're going to practice our reaction time. So this is what I do to practice my reaction time. I want to wait for the red ball to get to my crosshairs, and then I want to try to shoot it the moment it comes across my screen. That's how I hone in my That's how I practice the reaction time. Now we're going to put idle. And usually what I do next is to put random target distance for targets. I want the smallest target possible. And what you should do is that you just hold still, don't move, and then you want to just use your aim stick, and you just want to look and try to shoot one ball, flip to the other, shoot one ball, flip to the other. Like this. You can do one round of it like this. So do one full round like this, and then I'll do another round where I practice aiming in. I'll just practice an ADS flick, aim, hit, shoot, this. And then I'll do another round where I'm aimed in, walking. Practice walking side from side, flipping to each one. And then I'll do another one where I walk and I do this, where I just on ADS and then quick aim and try to hit the target. And then you'll do another one. Abort, come on. There we go. Do one abort. And then I'll do one on like walk and sometimes run.
30 minutes in the shooting range during your stay.
Now here I'm going to put up to like, I'm going to put up to 4, and we're going to go to dummy, 120, and I'm going to put cover on, show y'all what this looks like. So you can like practice. This is good practice in my opinion. You need to do this. It can really help. Take away cover. We're just going to spawn in. Now I'm going to teach y'all how I practice here. So basically what I want to do is I want to pick one, and I want to flip to the other. Pick one, flip to the other. And I want to pick one, flip to the other. Pick one, go to the other. You can even practice like this.
Mission details are always confidential.
I also practice flicking my up and down triggers, where you want to aim at the lower than them, you want to try to practice flicking up to the head. This teaches you how to readjust your aim on your vertical, because there will be times where you need to readjust your aim vertically as well. So this is basically just how I practice. This is how you practice flicking. That. So that is the shooting range and how to use the shooting range, in my opinion. Basically just play with it and just figure out what works for you for aim training. Aim training comes down to just how much time you have in a day to do it, how much effort you want to put into it. Is it something that you want to really improve and get better at? It could be anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour. Depends on how much time you want to spend on that. Alright, next training thing I'm going to show you how to use is the landmark drill. So basically, these are all the maps in the game right now, currently. You have your casual and your ranked maps. These are all your ranked maps for your ranked playlist, and then these are all your casual maps plus. So in casual you have your ranked maps plus your non-ranked. This is basically where you go to practice your maps. I'm going to go with Oregon because it's the smallest. In this game mode here, the landmark drill, what it'll do is that it'll help you learn your maps. This is where you go to learn the maps. Doesn't matter what operator you pick, just pick an operator. It'll basically give you a room to go to. It'll tell you which floor, and it'll give you directions. So, since it's on the second floor, you want to find your staircase. You're going to go up, and you're going to check every room. It's like, okay, this isn't the room. Alright, check this room. You know, just don't be bashful. Take your time. Look at each room. Explore. Gotta charge my controller. It's dying. Okay. So we found one room here. Then we deactivate this one here. So we found that one. Now it's giving us a new room. So we want to check around and look for it. It'll tell you which one is. It'll tell you which floor. So like, oh, the staircase is over here. I remember that because we had to come up to the first floor. We just want to look around and try to find that one room. You're in the right area if you hear it talking to you. basically you want to just run around and just explore. You find the staircase, remember where it's at, look around, that's another staircase. Let's explore, there's another staircase there. Now we remember where that room is, so now we want to run. All the way back over through here. And that's basically what you do is you just run around and try to find those little tablets and just learn your maps. Now, the target drill is the same thing as your landmark drill, but instead of looking for the little tablets that are talking, you're basically eliminating a certain amount of dummy targets on each floor. So you're basically practicing your gunfights instead of looking for little tablets. Now this one right here, it's your field training. This is the AI opponents that you'll be playing against. So I'll go ahead and play Oregon. You want to set it to beginner instead of advanced. You want to make sure that is beginner. And you just want it to apply. Alright, so we're on defense first, and I'll give you a location to play. So I think what I'll do is I will teach y'all Bandit. First, I'll teach y'all how to play Bandit. Basically show y'all this character and what he does.
Be advised, Op 4 has found a bomb.
So on defense, what you can do is you can sit here and you can barricade doors. And barricade that door here. I'll barricade this door here. You want to reinforce this wall. Reinforce this wall. Alright, and you want to use his Bandit's abilities of car battery, so what you do is just set it on the wall here.
10 seconds.
Like this. And it'll prevent anyone from breaching that wall.
5 seconds to insertion.
You cannot put anything on the wall without it getting zapped off.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
His ability does. You don't want to put it on barbed wire. Do not use Bandit's gadget on barbed wire. It's better spent on the walls, electrifying them. Because in this game you want to do anything you can to force your opponent through a single doorway. Once you have your batteries placed, you're basically just a guy with a gun. All you have to do is just shoot, pretty much. Defend your bombs, and just shoot. I also recommend you using the C4. as your gadget instead of barbed wire. I heard a guy go on camera over in here. Favorite computer got stuck upstairs. Come on, Ubisoft. 10 years. 10 years you've had this game going. Gonna iron out the bugs. I'm not gonna sit here and wait for them to come.
All friendlies were eliminated. Mission failure.
What is this? What was that? Okay, I'll wait for that. And I'll teach y'all mute. Mute's gadget and ability.
Op 4
I
located
would
a bomb.
recommend
Protect
people
it.
running the shotgun on mute because he is an anchor, in my opinion. Oops, that's not the right button. What you want to do is you want to take your mute jammers, you want to put them alongside doorways to deny drones from entering in. You can also put mute jammers on reinforced walls to prevent people from breaching in the
10
building.
seconds left.
So let's say you don't want someone through this wall, you reinforce
5
it,
seconds
and you
and
put a
counting.
jammer here, and you put a jammer here,
Op 4 has located a bomb.
and you make barricades with mute. Mute's designed to shotgun holes in walls. Here. Make your rotates here. Let me shoot this annoying radio off. It's annoying me. And I recommend that people also run the C4 on mute. Shotgun is a very good gun for close range fights. Another good thing I would recommend for like practicing too is like that I didn't talk about before, and I just now remember to talk about, is your crosshair placement. This here, it would be standing head level. What this is crouched head level. So what you want to do is try to be aiming about head level to just like where the chest is. It's where you want your crosshair placement.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds remaining.
Practice keeping it up. And if they're crouched, you crouch.
The time limit has been reached.
And bring your aim down to them. Definitely want to remember to practice aiming head level. Alright, now I'm going to teach Thermite and how to play Thermite.
Advised your drone has located a bomb.
While we wait for our 14 seconds, look at our Discord, what's going on in here.
10 seconds before insertion. 5 seconds to go.
Alright.
You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Alright, so we're going to repel up to here. What Thermite's role is he is the hard breacher, he's support. So what you basically mostly want to be doing is you want to pretty much play a little bit slower. You're still going to get into gunfights. You're basically the clutch player. You're the backline and clutch player. You're also one of the key pillars of your team. What Thermite's role is his role is to drone for his teammates, get into the building, and he wants to get up to a reinforced wall that's very crucial to the site, and he wants to place his gadget on the wall, and then he wants to breach it. His role is play around his teammates. His teammates are supposed to help him clear in, get the walls open. Once you get the walls open, you want to get in here and you want to plant the bomb. That's pretty much what his job is. Oh shoot.
Bomb diffusion initiated. Protect the diffuser.
Can't see nothing. Oh, hold up. Where am I? Sorry, I have to mute myself. Good? You okay, bud?
Op 4 eliminated.
Okay. Let me unstream first.